ஹாய் மக்களே, வணக்கம். வெல்கம் டு nagalakshmisatheesh சேனல். இன்றைக்கி நம்ம வீடியோவில் சயின்ஸில் ஒரு முக்கியமான டாபிக் தான் டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ண போகிறேன். நான் உங்களோட அந்த டாபிக் என்னென்னா plants make their own food. Okay, first of all, I start my class with the warm-up section. Do you like the tomato rice? Yes, everyone, most of them is like a tomato rice. Okay, is tomato vegetable or fruit? Tomato is a fruit. Okay, then do you know what are the example of living things? Yes, absolutely. Plants and human beings, animals are the example of living things. We know the animals and the human beings have legs and some of the special features for moving one place to another place for search of food and the shelter also. But how the plants can move and get their food? We know the living things need the energy to live. So that's why the food gives the energy for all those living things. Then how the plants is get the food? Do you know plants can make their own food? How is it possible? Yes, it is possible only. Plants have the special future. We know the science is the fascinating world. Science have the many mysteries. So the plants can make the food. Which part of the plant is make the food? The leaf is the part can make the food of the plant. See here, the leaf only is the main part, because without the leaf plants cannot make the food. How without planters without leaves plant cannot make? Wait, I will tell to you later. See here, if a mother is cooking the food in the kitchen, means your mother is adding some of the ingredients to that cooking time. So that is known as the ingredients. Like that, some of the ingredients needed for photosynthesis process. What are the ingredients needed? Water, chlorophyll, sunlight, carbon dioxide. We know the plants gets water from the soil. It is not only needed the water, it also needed the some of the minerals. That minerals dissolved in the soil, in the water. The root absorbs the water with minerals and is passed to the all parts of the plant. This is the one of the ingredient that the plant is getting. And then the carbon dioxide. We know the carbon dioxide is one of the element in the air. Carbon dioxide enters under the leaf, that is have the tiny holes, that name is stomata. So it is allow the carbon dioxide enters inside the leaf. And then carbon dioxide water is got it. We need the sunlight, because without sunlight the photosynthesis processes not happen. And then the chlorophyll. Do you know green leaves only can make a photosynthesis? Isn't it correct? Yes, chlorophyll have in the all green leaves. Then these are the four ingredient is combined together. Then it makes the glucose and oxygen. The oxygen is eliminating through the stomata to the atmosphere. That's why if we kept the more plants around us, means we can get the pure and the clean air. That's why our government and all those public sectors is insisting to us, you should keep the more plants, because the plants only is converting the carbon dioxide to the oxygen. due to the photosynthesis process. Okay, I'm telling again to you photosynthesis. What is the meaning of photosynthesis? Do you know? Photo, because the science means you should ask the what, why, when questions. Okay, so what is the meaning of photo? Photo means light. Synthesis means putting together. We are putting the ingredient in front of the light means that process is happen. That's why the photosynthesis uh, name is kept for this. Okay, do you know the meaning of your name? If you don't know means after this class over you can go and ask your parents. They know some of the particular reason only they kept that name for you. And then we know the photosynthesis process. Plants leaves converts the carbon dioxide and water to glucose and oxygen, and that glucose it is passing to all parts of the plant for its all those activities for breathing, growing, and the reproduction. Then it also have some of the extra food. That extra food is storing in some parts of the plant in the starch form. Starch is the complex form of glucose. We know we know that we like the carrot, beetroot, like that like that we are eating. But actually, carrot is the root part of the plant, because that carrot plant storing the extra food in the root. Even though some of the plants is storing the extra food in the stem. What are the example? Sugar cane, and then ginger, and then potato. Then some of the plants is storing the food in the leaf. What are the example? Coriander, spinach, then lettuce, then mint, even the biryani leaves. Some of the plants is storing the food in the fruits. Cauliflower, broccoli, cloves. Some of the plants is storing the extra food in the fruit. Apple, tomato, lemon. We can tell the more examples. Some of the plants storing the food in the seed. Seed also, yes, da. Rice, wheat, dal. That you are eating the seed only. The seed part of the paddy plant only you are eating. Then we know the plants is making the food time. It also traps the sun's energy. So the sun's energy flows to our body and the animals when they eat plants. So sun's energy passing to plants and then to animals and human beings. That's why we are keeping the pongal for pongal first day. We are kept away the pongal, and we are celebrating the sun's response for these, because without the sunlight the photosynthesis process is not happen. And then I explain to you parasites and insectivorous plants. What does it mean by parasites? We you are if you are the kid means you are defending your parents. Like that, some of the plants are also depending to other plants. That's why that name is parasites. Um, why are they defending means because they cannot make the food. That's that's why it is depending to other plants. For example, is dodder planters. depending to other plants for food. It cannot make the food. Okay. Then the next plant, it is the dodder plant is total parasitic. It cannot make food. Mistletoe is a partial parasite. It has a chlorophyll, but it makes the enough amount of food. It can make a small amount of food only. That's why it is depending to other plants for water and nutrient. And then we can discuss the insectivorous plants. Some of the plants is eating the eats insects. It is the amazing only. We know the plants is not eat the insects, but insectivorous plants can eat the insects. But it can make the food. But why are they eat? Because it can make the food. Then what purpose it is eating the insects means it want to get in nitrogen. Nitrogen is one of the minerals is needed for plants. That plants is have the low amount of nitrogen. That's why it is eating the insects and getting it nitrogen. What are the example for insectivorous plants? Venus fly, trap, and the pitcher plant. We know the world is indeed a fascinating, has a lot of things in the science. The next classes I will explain to you all those things in one by one. See you, bye bye. We will meet on the next class.